Hey everybody, welcome back to my video. Today I'm going to show you how to do a quick and easy meal. We're going to be making crescent roll tacos, and this is our favorite box Mexican rice, and we just love this. We think it's really yummy. So I'm going to tilt you down just a little bit so you can see. So what I've done is I've gotten all my ingredients out to show you. I do make my own taco seasoning, and it is just super easy. I'll go over that with you. So let me get my measuring spoons out here. Okay, and I want to give you, if you're like me and you just don't enjoy cooking, one of the best hacks I have ever heard of and done is cooking all of your hamburger meat at one time in the crock pot. So I have even cooked up like a 5-pound thing of hamburger meat in my crock pot at one time. And so what I do is I just pour all the meat in there, and then I add about 2 cups of water, and I just cook it depending on how long I have, whether it's on low or high. And it really doesn't take that long. A couple of hours on high and 5 pounds of hamburger meat is done. And then I just put it in Ziploc baggies and I throw them in the freezer. So whenever I'm in a hurry or just ready to cook dinner, I pull them out and thaw them out, and we're ready to go. So try that trick. It is so much easier. I hate standing over the stove. It's just not in my personality. So anyway, that's how I cook my hamburger meat. You can go ahead and add seasoning and then mark it as taco meat or spaghetti meat or however you want to do it. But I just don't do that. I just add it when I'm cooking. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and pour my meat, and it's mostly thawed, still a little bit frozen in the very center. And just gonna kind of break it up here a little bit. I wish that I was one of those people that enjoyed cooking. I just don't. When I'm hungry, I just want to eat. You guys are a little fuzzy. Let's try that. There we go. Now you can see me a little better. Okay, so it's still a little frozen, which is totally fine because you want to simmer the spices in your meat for a little while, and that gives it time to thaw out the rest of the way. But if you know you're going to cook something the night before, you can always just grab it out, stick it in the fridge, and it'll be ready for you, the next day. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it on, and I'm going to turn it on about medium because I want it to simmer. So I'm going to pour just a little bit of water in there. And then I have cumin. Can y'all see that? There it is. Cumin, garlic powder, chili powder, and paprika. So what I do is, here are the ingredients, how much you need for your taco seasoning. So I just always pull this out, and so it's 1 tablespoon of chili powder. And I'm getting low on this. I'm gonna have to order some more. 1 tablespoon of chili powder. All right, and a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic salt. Oh, and I grabbed out garlic powder. Hang on one second, guys. I grabbed out the wrong one. Garlic powder. Here we go. So sorry, guys. It's not garlic salt, it's garlic powder. Okay. So that's half a teaspoon. Half a teaspoon of paprika. I've been using this for years. I don't even really remember where I got it from. I'm sure it was off of Pinterest. And half a teaspoon of cumin. Okay. And a little bit of salt. Okay. And then I'm just going to give it a stir. And what I put the water in there for, one, I want it to kind of simmer, but two, it just makes all these dry ingredients just mix easier. Okay, and I'm going to add just a little bit more water, and then I'm going to cover it and just simmer. And this water will cook out, so it's okay if you add a little more than you meant to. And I'm just going to let that simmer. So this takes quite a while to cook, so we're going to go ahead and get that started. It needs 2.5 cups of water and 1 tablespoon of butter. I'm going to be honest, I don't add butter. Sometimes I will, but for the most part, I don't. Okay, so there's 2.5 cups of water. And then you're going to go ahead and add your rice and your seasoning. Just stir it up and then let that cook down. Get it good and mixed in. I went ahead and preheated my oven to 350, which is what the croissants call for. And some of you guys may know this as taco ring from Pampered Chef, and that's exactly the same thing. I don't always make a ring. If I'm taking it somewhere, I might just to make it look a little prettier, but if we're just eating it here, sometimes I will just lay them in rows. Okay. Okay, that's starting to simmer. So while this is cooking, I'm going to go ahead and cut up my lettuce and tomato and get my cheese ready and sour cream, and I'll be right back. Okay, I just finished cutting up my tomatoes and the lettuce, And I'm just coming back and working through my meat, making sure that everything that was frozen is thawing out, and stirring it so the flavors are distributed. And usually at this point I do add a little bit more water if I need to. It wouldn't take as long as if I would have given my meat time to thaw. I just didn't. But it's, you know, it'll cook and warm up and thaw out just a little bit more when I put it in the oven, because the hamburger meat is already cooked. Okay, so my meat is ready. I'm gonna go ahead and cut that off. Okay, I need to go ahead and stir this some more. Okay, so let me get out a pan. Okay, so this is a new pan, and I haven't tried it for taco rings yet. Wow, it's so big. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just go ahead and lay out didn't want to pop. Okay. Okay. So, just kind of rolling this out. All right. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of lay it out, touching each other in a circle. And if I would have had this in the refrigerator, the crescent rolls, until I was ready for them, this would have made things much, much easier. But I had it out just so I could show you what I was using, and so it's starting to warm up. Okay. And right now we're just kind of moving the top parts out of the way until we get our meat in. See if this one pops easier. Nope. There we go. Okay. Gracious. These things are falling apart. It's gotten warm. Okay. All right, so we have our ring out, and there it is. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is just take a little bit of the meat and just kind of lay it in a circle. I'm just going to take and fill in some places that don't have as much. My little Bella is down here. If you hear, she smells food, so she came. I need to do a video on little Bella here. She's got a special story, and just gonna tell y'all about her sometime. Okay, so what I do is I just go back once I get on my meat and just lay the top of the crescent roll over the top. And these are already wanting to start to rise because I've got it laying on a hot stove. Okay. So, I'll show you. See? And I'm just going to bake them. Okay. And this back pot back here, I'm going to make some sweet tea because that is a staple in a southern home. Okay. And I'm actually, when people see me make this, they're going to be like, you're not really southern, because I put very little sugar in mine compared to most people. I only put a little less than a cup of sugar. Less than a cup. I don't know if you can see that in my tea. And I only use 1 large tea bags. Most people use 2 or 3 and make the really dark tea, but I only use 1. Okay. All right, so while this cooks, I'm going to clean up my area and I'll be right back. Okay guys, my rice is done, my taco ring is done. Look how yummy. And if you hear a little puppy back here, she smells food and she wants it. Okay, so let me take you over here real quick and just show you how pretty. Yummy. Okay. And I'm going to tilt you down just a little bit so you can see the placement here. So, what I do is I just cut up a couple of them here. Just plate them. And I'm just going to add some lettuce. And if you're going to take this somewhere, you can add the lettuce and tomato and sour cream to the center of the ring. So you just, after it cools, obviously, you just layer a ring of lettuce and a ring of tomato and a ring of cheese and then a dollop of sour cream in the middle, so when people come to get the taco pieces, the ring, they can just scoop out what they want to go on top. So it looks like this. I'll add a little cheese, and I like a little cheese in my rice. And then, of course, you cannot have tacos without sour cream. There you go. Let me get you over here where you can see. And there it is. Super, super yummy, guys. Okay, so quick and easy supper. I hope you guys try this. Let me know if you like it. It is definitely not a figure-friendly meal, but it is quick and yummy. I hope that you come back and see me. Like and subscribe. Purpose today. And as every other time I say, have a good day. Bye, guys.